Greetings, my excellent friends. Welcome back to Let's Play Trails in the Sky first chapter. I am here in a dilapidated mayor's office, having recently been burgled of its prized crystal septium sepis. There was a specific word. And I am here with MJ.
Hi.
Who is sounding very confident and ready to tackle this investigation.
Yeah.
You're method acting
no.
for Estelle, who has no idea what she's doing. Alright.
Do any of us know what we're doing?
So the obvious first thing to look
question.
at, I think, is the safe.
Would make sense. The gift that we delivered to the mayor for the queen is... Those crooks are not gonna get away with this.
It doesn't look like they jimmied the door either. They must have decrypted the combination and opened it, or...
Could they have really cracked the combination?
It's not impossible, but I imagine that it'd be difficult for anyone besides a skilled pro. My best guess is that they figured out the combination using a much simpler means.
What do you mean by simpler means?
Well, let's see. They could have, for example, dusted the buttons with a special powder. A powder like that would have absorptive properties, there we go, and due to its fineness, it would be invisible to the naked eye. However, if a blue light were placed over it, it would glow.
Alright, and?
And Emma Skye isn't here, so let's imagine that the mayor entered the combination with the powder present. The powder on the buttons would stick to his fingers and come off. This would be one way to know which buttons were pressed.
Wait a minute. Wouldn't they still not know the order in which the buttons were pressed?
That's not exactly the case. As the powder collected on the fingers increased, the amount taken from the buttons would decrease. In other words, the crooks could press the buttons in order starting from the least luminescent. It might be a little more difficult if there were duplicate numbers, but the crooks should be able to make a pretty good guess as to what they are.
That makes sense. Joshua, are you a genius or something?
That's just basic knowledge. No, it isn't! Anyway, let's check out the buttons.
Emma Skycore.
God. When a certain friend of ours gets to this point, I'm gonna get a DM about it.
No.
No, a good one. But... You're right, Emma Skycore. Just as I thought, powder was used. Now there's no doubt in my mind that this safe was opened using the same method I just explained.
Oh, right. Now the big question is, who dusted the buttons with that powder? We know it would have to at least be someone who visited the residence.
Right. Now, figuring out who that is, that's going to be the tricky part. Shout out to our Emma Skye friend.
This pot's been tipped over, but there's nothing inside.
It looks like it only tipped over after being hit by something with force. And yeah, okay, so most of these I'm gonna double check to see if anything is different. Yeah, we've already worked out how the crooks opened the safe, so let's check somewhere else. We're not going to do the repeat lines, but I will just make short.
This place is all torn apart. Lita would probably faint if she saw this.
It looks like all the books on the shelf have been scattered about the room. It seems kind of senseless to have done all this.
Okay, this is me blanking on names, but what was the name of the girl with the blue uniform?
Josette.
Joshua was Josette. Okay. Because she's the only visitor I can think of that, like, notably was here.
She's the only person that was here when we were.
Yeah. That we know of, which would make sense in the narrative. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. There are several documents inside the drawer. They don't appear to have been disturbed.
They seem to be documents regarding Rolent City's government. The fact that these are as they are suggests that there was no political aim involved. Okay, so, yeah. Chest, open.
This is just a clutter box, right? It's empty as well.
The box lock looks like it was burned off. The criminals may have used an orbital gun.
An orbital gun. I'm sorry, that's such a phrase.
An orbital gun.
Take my orbital gun. It's just like the mayor to have a bunch... Nope, that's not the word. It's just like the mayor to have a ton of difficult books like this.
It looks like he's got some valuable antique books here as well. That's not the worst mistake that's been made with the word bunch.
Duh.
The criminals either had no idea about the value of the books, or they didn't care. And that's the same thing, but a different shelf, I guess. Okay, I think that's over here. Anything out here? Yes.
Look, there's some marks on this railing.
You're right, and they're fresh, too. It looks like something metal dug into the wood.
Something metal and strong enough to leave marks, huh?
This seems like something worth jotting down in our bracer notebooks. I'll just put it in my handy-dandy notebook. And yeah. Things start to appear as we go through. White powder to crack the safe. Culprit was a recent visitor. Discovered fresh markings in the balcony railing. And one more sweep of here. Nothing. Cool. We have the mayor's wife.
Are you alright, ma'am? Yeah, I can take her. Yes, I'm fine. The intruders weren't violent toward us.
She doesn't look that tough. You can take her. Is there anything you noticed in particular about the intruders?
They were wearing masks, so I wouldn't be able to tell you about any specific features.
Just that they were responsible and knew how to appropriately social distance and take care of themselves in these troubling times.
That reminds me. I'm certain the front door was locked. I locked the door just to be safe since my husband had gone to the chapel, and there were just the two of us here. I wonder how in the world they got in. Looks like the intruders took off with a bunch of preserved food. I wonder if they were hungry.
Or stocking up.
Interesting.
Yeah, meanwhile the maid.
I had such a scare. I was cleaning up the attic when suddenly a bunch of masked men came barging in.
Masked men, huh? This means it wasn't a one... Oh, nope. All right, good start. That means this wasn't a one-man job.
How many people were in the group?
I'd probably guess about 3 or 4. Oh, that reminds me, one of them was short. It might have even been a girl.
A girl, you say?
When I think about the fact that I'm going to have to clean up that study, my head starts to spin. When I get my hands on those criminals, I'm going to give them a beating like they'll never forget.
Well, okay. Good for you.
Good for you.
Yeah.
A girl, you say?
What is that?
Interesting. Huh? What's this?
A cervase leaf.
Don't you think it's a bit strange for a leaf to be in a place like this? On top of that, it's not a type that grows around here.
You're sharp, Estelle. This is the place where the residents were locked up. It was probably dropped by one of the criminals as they were locking everybody up.
So it's a key piece of material evidence, right?
Well, it's a leaf, but that too.
Yeah, but it's a cool leaf.
Okay, so I assume the mayor is being interviewed by Shara here. This is what things looked like when I came home. I didn't get a glimpse of the criminals either.
Are you really done investigating? It seems a little too quick for me. How about looking around a little more carefully? I'm sure there's something you've missed.
Yeah, I think there's just one thing, and it's the door.
said that the door was locked at the time of the burglary, right? It doesn't look like the lock's been broken either.
Which means they got in another way.
And we already looked at that part, so... Whoops, out of order.
Well, I mean, that was right next to where we started, so...
It's fine.
Okay.
I had the mayor run me through all the details. How about you two? Did you find anything?
I think we're done. We found lots of new evidence.
Alright, then let's check the details one by one and see what you've come up with. First off, what were the criminals after? The septium in the safe.
They did also take the food preserves, but one can logically deduce that the septium in the safe was probably priority one.
Yes. How many of them were there?
A group of 2, a guy and a girl, 3 or 4, or a lone woman.
It was 3 or 4, right? It was not a lone woman.
That what you want to look at?
No, I don't. Listen, I'm tired. I just woke up. I knew you said there was gonna be a quiz, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna doubt every single thing I select. Yeah, we don't know for certain that the other person that was spoken about was a girl, so I don't...
It's a matter of trying to remember exactly what she described when we talked to her a few minutes ago.
Yep, and I brain just blanked on the numbers.
It's okay.
Nice job, me.
I would say that only one of these answers suggests that there was more than one man.
Okay. Then I'll stick with my answer. Where did they get into the house from? From the terrace, I believe. Point blank, what is the portrait of those thought to have committed the crime?
Citizens coming and going through during the day, relatives of the mayor, somebody who works at the mine, a traveler who visited recently.
I'm fairly... Wow, you did a good job investigating. It looks like we'll be able to specify who the criminals are with this... oh my god. are with this information. I'm fine.
Do you want to know how many you got correct?
I would like to know.
There were 4 questions, and you got 4 answers correct.
Thank God. Okay. Mayor Klaus. Over the past 2 or 3 days, have you had any new faces in your study?
When you put it that way, I guess there's been a number of people. That reporter from the magazine company was one.
Oh, so those 2 came to visit you too, huh?
But at the time of the crime, they were with us at the Ismelis Tower. I think we can cross them off the list of suspects.
I see. So, Mayor Klaus, were there any others?
Other than that, there was only Josette. But let's not kid ourselves here.
I think it'd be a bit of a stretch for her to be our thief. After all, she's a student at the Royal Academy. Criminals aren't always dressed so they can be easily spotted. As for school uniform, if someone could put their mind to it, they could create a replica. But I'm telling you, she was a really nice girl. She was modest and courteous. Right, Joshua?
I'm sorry to say this, but I completely disagree.
Huh?
During that time, when the mayor put the septium into the safe, that girl's eyes lit up like a hunter's, eyeing her prey. Of course, since I had no conclusive evidence, I couldn't call her out on it. But at least to me, she didn't look like any ordinary student.
You must be joking.
Unbelievable.
At any rate, it looks like we're going to have to ask this girl a few questions. You wouldn't happen to know where she is, would you? If I remember right, she should be staying at the hotel. But she said something about taking off from Rolent sometime today. Well, looks like we're going to have to hurry then. Estelle, Joshua, let's try the hotel first. Right.
Understood. Yeah, I mean, we could hurry, or we could talk to all the NPCs first and then hurry after that. Anyway, look at this.
I got a good grade in video games, which is possible to one.
No. Do you see it? Do you see it?
Oh, she's with us.
Sherazard Harvey.
Oh my god, that pose is so fun.
And she is level 34.
She rules.
She's not as amazing instantly. Her crafts include Sylphan Whip, Bind Whip, and Heaven's Kiss, and her S-craft is called Sadist Whip. It's fine. Let me
Very
just
Francisca of her.
let me just move on up to the to the end game gear that I have prepared earlier. You could give her a Valkyrie dress, but I only have one of those. What do I have her in? Yeah, I have you in that. I'll put her in it. It doesn't matter. We are so much more powerful than everybody else. Hang on. Here I am. Okay, and what was I giving? Lots of Grail lockets and stuff. Lots of endgame gear. It doesn't really matter, but here you can have you can have immunity to some really annoying things. Is what you can have. All right. And we need to give her some of these because she has basic ass quartz. So let's fix that. So her element is wind, so you have to start with wind.
Very cool.
She is more, well, no, she's equal to Joshua here. Like, basically, the more uninterrupted lines you have, the better you are at magic. So the fact that Joshua has only one that's separate from the others is pretty good, whereas Estelle has, like, a group of 3 and 2, which means she's okay. But Shira's more of a casterly type. Let's make sure she has all of the things that I generally give people with no real mind to set up right now, because I'm only really good at thinking about this when I go to a guide that tells me how to do it. But the thing is, we one-shot everything, so I don't need to care until the end of the game.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
But I usually just make sure to give everybody action, because that makes you faster, and that is valuable. Cast, because that makes you cast faster. EP cut, because that makes everything cheaper. And those are the biggies, really. Alright. I can't believe something like this happened while I was away. I have also personally asked that the Guild conduct the investigation. I apologize for the short notice, but your assistance in this matter would be highly appreciated. I mean, we're already here, doing it. What'd you expect? Anything new? No, they're still talking as far as they did during the investigation. Okay, that's good. I think some people have new dialogue and some don't, so I'm gonna take a look at this list I have prepared off screen to make it faster, because I don't have to talk to everybody, just to some bodies.
Nice.
For example, the Vert Bridge, the Malgamine, and the Purzel Farm have not changed, so we don't have to go to those places. But the kids have. The kids have. Pat, that one's you.
Mayor Klaus came rushing by here in a hurry. I wonder what happened.
Bad things.
What happened at Mayor Klaus's place?
Theft. Trickery.
Guess who else has new dialogue?
Ah, Estelle and Joshua. And it's Shara, too. Hi, Claire. All 3 bracers spoken of in town together at once? Does this mean that something happened?
Possibly.
Very
We're
rational
not
for
gonna
Claire,
tell
to
her,
be
though.
honest. Not her worst.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
Kitty.
That is technically new dialogue.
Well, all right, if it counts.
Oh, Estelle and Joshua. And is that Sherazard I see with you, too?
Yeah, our work overlapped a bit.
I see. I had a new whip scheduled to come in, but unfortunately it won't get here till much later.
Come to think of it, Shara, you used a sword for training, so why do you take a whip for the job? Well, if you must know, it was an accessible weapon for me at a young age, so I'm familiar with it.
Back in her lawyer days. A whip? Do I even want to know? Make sure to check your equipment before you go out on a job. Yeah, max level gear. It's fine, we're good.
Oh my, are you with them today too, Shara? Yes, that's right. It turns out that I'm going to be working with the 2 of them at this time. I'm doing well. I'm happy to see that you can work alongside each other like this.
Oops.
But Shara, you shouldn't teach Estelle or Joshua any bad things, okay? That's awfully rude. You don't need to make me out to be some sort of evil woman like that. Well, usually you're a good girl, but you've got some bad habits, if you know what I mean. Stella, you... God, Stella. Understand? If you dare teach them anything bad, I'll just cry.
Ooh, good threat.
All right. I get what you're saying.
I don't think she does. I don't think anybody does. I don't think it makes any
No.
sense.
And you two, don't you dare try copying any of Shara's bad habits either, okay?
I assume this is in reference to the legendary drinking, but,
No alcoholism until you're 21.
Hi there, what brings all 3 of you together like this?
We have a job that needs taking care of.
Working hard, aren't you? Well, no, we're visiting the store.
We're hardly working.
Ah, that reminds me, the accessory you ordered came in, Sherazard. Had to come all the way from the Republic, so it took some time to get it in stock.
Oh, really? I certainly appreciate you going through the trouble for me. Right now, I'm in the middle of something, though, so I'll have to stop by again later to pick it up.
It's literally right here, though. Like, it's an accessory. It's small. What the fuck? Okay. Sure thing, I'll be here whenever you get done.
Listen, I'm a little distracted right now.
With whatever it is you've got on your plate. 3 of you are finished with your job, come back here.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hang on. Let me just... There we go.
Oh no. Oh my, you with the silver hair. Are you a foreigner?
Oh, no!
Oh no. Are you talking to me? Yeah, sure. I guess I'm something like that. You're definitely a suitable age, but... Oh, no. Bloom, what the fuck? For a bride, you're a bit too exotic. Okay, let's keep going. Huh, a bride? I definitely can't imagine Shara being anyone's bride.
Yeah, they'd have to be able to keep up with her drinking at the very least.
Yeah, let's face it. Who can do that? Hey, you two. What are you whispering about?
Nothing?
Finding a bride is hard work.
Yeah, maybe you should stop. I think it said Freddy doesn't change. The mayor came by to ask about septium engraving, but the key piece of his Mellis hasn't arrived. I wonder if something happened. I think that's not new. Melder's accepted the job from the mayor, but he hasn't shown up, even though he promised to come by, which is not like him. He's always been a stickler about punctuality.
I think this might be new, to be honest. Maybe.
That one is. My write-up says that Freddy has nothing new to say, but Melders does. It also
Gotcha.
says that these two have nothing new to say. Yeah, that's the weird things. Okay. Southwest Apartments with Radford and Eurydice, and they're also not new, as is these apartments up here, so we can skip both the apartment buildings, but the bar is full of new stuff. That makes sense.
Of course it is.
That makes sense. Even Trent has new stuff. Very similar to his regular stuff, but still new.
Thanks, Trent.
The monster scares finally settled down at the mine, so he can eat a relaxing meal. That might not have been new. Anyway. I don't remember who was Alyssa, but,
I think that was you.
okay.
Huh.
I think. And
Estelle
then
and Joshua, welcome.
Hi, Alyssa.
And Sherazard, you're here too. Are you here for a drink today? Please try not to tease Mr. Faulkner, okay?
I wasn't teasing him at all, if that's what he thought. I was just cuddling him.
Speaking of Mr. Faulkner,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, that's you saw me do it without really talking about it, but I really enjoy that you could just pick who your leader is. It doesn't affect anything. The conversations will always be the same, but
It just affects the vibe.
I also think it makes sense that Shera would be in front of these two right now on account of the
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
seniority.
Hello, Faulkner.
Ah! Sherazard! Good day to you.
Why so tense? You needn't worry. I'm on duty right now.
Praise the goddess. I mean, we appreciate your hard work.
When I'm done today, how about I stop by and we have a drink together? I'll be looking forward to seeing you later.
I'll be here, waiting.
Nothing inspires fear like Shera's drunken company.
Except maybe your cooking. Maybe I should get out of here sooner rather than later. He just quits his
God.
job. Alright. Hey there, Sherazard. Are you back for another drink? I've got some new liquor in that I think you might like. I hope you'll come and have a taste.
Well, I'm really happy to hear that. I'll have to stop by when I finish up with some of this work.
Yeah, basically the differences are all just because Shera's here. It's like whoever has a Shera conversation changes and whoever doesn't. I think.
It's all alcohol now.
Yeah. Everything's about the booze.
Well, hi there, Shera. Please make yourself at home.
Well, that was complicated. Alright, good.
Yeah.
They're not all created equal. Clock Tower guy, are you new? It says you're not. Yeah, changing seasons. You see changes. You've seen Miss Bloom out a bit. What could she be up to? The chapel is also not new, but the landing port is. So let's go talk to Alan.
I'd assume it would. No.
The airliner coming from Bose is late. Thanks to that, there's no eye candy for me to watch disembark. This puts a serious cramp in my one sole pastime.
Honestly, this guy never changes.
I wonder what pastime he's talking about.
Now,
Just what is going on? With the airliner this late, I can't help but think that something happened.
Oh no. What could have happened?
The airliner's late. I wonder what's going on. The airliner, which should be coming from Bose, still hasn't arrived. We're prepared to receive the incoming ship, but... The airliner's late. I wonder what's going on. I'm positive it couldn't have been an accident. There's literally never been an accident in the history of the Liberal Airship Service. Not once. They have literally never suffered any kind of fault, accident, or mishap. Once in their entire history. Good for them.
It would be so weird if an accident happened.
Yeah, there so would. It would be very, very weird. Other than this, the only place that's changed is the gate to the south, but I think we can catch them in a bit, so I'm going to go to the hotel, which is where we're supposed to go, for Mayoral Theft
go.
2, Electric Burglaroo.
Electric Boogaloo! Oh no!
No, Electric Burglaroo. We need to find her and grill her before she skips town. Hey, Denzel. Can we borrow your grill? let's not cook people. Vern!
Estelle, Joshua, and even Scheherazade. Is something the matter?
Do you remember a girl named Josette? She's a student from the Royal Academy who should be staying here.
Yeah, of course I remember her, but she checked out just a moment ago.
Shoot, we're a minute too late.
Yeah, if only you hadn't stopped to talk to all those NPCs, you might have caught her.
Dang it. I got distracted at the bar again, dang it.
Let's hurry to the landing port. We might be able to catch her there, even though we were just there and she wasn't.
She really didn't seem like a bad girl.
Huh? Miss Josette checked out just moments ago. She did appear to be in somewhat of a rush, if I might add. Well, guess it's Alan. Plot required Alan
God
conversation. He got a
Horrible.
promotion. He's important now.
No!
It is literally impossible to play Trails in the Sky without talking to Alan once.
God damn it.
Please excuse the delay. The airliner should be arriving any time now, so please be patient.
Yo, Alan. It's us if you haven't noticed.
Oh, it's you guys. And Scheherazade, too. Thank you, Idios, for this feast of the eyes.
I hate you so much.
So, what's up?
You didn't by chance happen to see a girl in a school uniform around here, did you? Somehow I don't think you in particular would miss her.
Oh my god.
A girl in a school uniform. A school uniform from where?
From the Genus Royal Academy.
Oh, baby! Those uniforms are so hot!
The contrast of those neatly pleated white skirts and navy blue socks. Oh yeah, I can see him now.
I totally forget what the boys' uniforms look like, though.
This is one obsession I just don't get. I'm going to throw him at a wall. Thus defineth man's eternal struggle. Back on topic here. So you didn't see a girl in a Royal Academy uniform?
Nope, not this month, and believe me, I watch for those. I check all the passengers boarding and disembarking, so I can tell you at least that she has not come here.
Which means that she came along... Oh my god, nope. Trying that again. Which means that she came to Rolent along the roads without using an airliner.
You know, I could start doing a record scratch noise whenever you want to go back to the start of the line.
Nope.
Would that not be appreciated? It might help, you know?
I'm doing it in my head already. It's fine. This complicates things.
Our search field suddenly got much bigger. Come to think of it, there must be others, so they've got to be hiding somewhere.
Wait, that reminds me. What does, Estelle?
When's dinner?
That would be funny, but no, let's do the plot. We've got the leaf.
Okay,
That
okay.
would... No, we can do the first one.
I'm not gonna do it.
God.
I'm pretty sure points are on the line.
That's why I'm like, if there's points, I don't want to... Listen, it would be funny, but no.
You know what
Let's
we
go
can
for the
do?
leaf.
You know what we can do? This game auto-saves every time you change area. So we can do this, do a real save, reload the auto-save as we enter the landing port and see what happens.
True.
Estelle pulled out the surveys leaf found in the attic.
I almost forgot that we found this. Could this be some sort of clue?
Oh, right. We did find that. Shara, do you know of any places nearby where cervase trees grow?
Cervase trees, huh? I'm pretty certain they grow in Mistwald, south of Rolent.
Mistwald. That's the forest in the opposite direction from home as Rolent, right?
Seems like it's worth looking into. That settles it. Let's hit up the highway through Rolent South Gate.
You're really excited, aren't you? Well, whatever it is, good luck.
You know, I didn't talk to Aina. I didn't go to the Bracer Guild. I should do that. The Janus Royal Academy, huh? Those uniforms sure are hot.
I hate him.
That's that it? Landing port? I mean, that's the wrong picture, but okay. Well, no, I'll save first. Yeah. Please ignore my late game saves there. Oh, that's the save button. Alright. First, before the plot advances, let me correct my mistake and talk to these two here. There's nothing new on the board, no. How's the investigation coming along? Ridge is managing to take care of everything else. You guys keep your focus on the investigation. Don't actually answer my question, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, Shara, so are all the three of you working together?
That's right. The extra work I'm leaving behind might be a bit of a strain, but I'm counting on you.
Absolutely. I'll do my best. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, I'm so fucked, I'm so fucked, I'm so fucked. I'll take care of all the little jobs, so you just focus on the job at hand.
He's fine.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Okay, and now my favorite thing, which is turbo mode dialogue.
Oh my god.
It's really, really, really... Oh! So
Oh
that's
no!
That, admittedly, can be an issue. Okay, so you turbo mode your dialogue, but you try and keep an idea of when it's gonna give you that that option. Okay, now I can. There, she's thinking. What does Estelle?
When what was I saying again?
How about taking this a little more seriously, Estelle?
Did you notice something back at the mayor's place? That's right! That's what I was trying to say!
Okay, so it's not too funny. It's more of a, like,
All right.
let's just berate Estelle for being an airhead.
Okay.
It's a willpower test that they give you, and you succeeded. So here we are, back in the universe in which you clicked on the right thing. I don't know who that is. Wait up, you're running like a crazed lunatic. It might be Uni.
Wait up! You're running like a crazy lunatic!
No, that's a man. Might be Dorothy and Niall. Which, that voice works for Dorothy anyway. Who can just walk at a time like this? Yeah. Maybe I should think about cutting back on those blasted cigarettes.
What are the two of you up to?
You kids again, huh? Actually, we've got to get to Bose ASAP. But the airliner's not even here yet. I know, that's why we're heading there on foot. It'll take some time, but it's not a distance that we can't cover by ourselves.
Well, don't wear yourselves out too badly. By the way, are you after a scoop or something?
Yeah, and the mother of all scoops, too. No time to talk, we gotta make it there today!
I wonder if Niall's going to be alright. See you later, Estelle, Joshua! Well, aren't they a lively pair? Friends of yours? Those were the reporters from one of the jobs Dad asked us to take over. I wonder what's going on.
Does Claire know? No.
Claire does not
I thought she
know.
might, because news reporters just walked past her. Like, if there was anything that was going to make her, like, change what she had to say, it's news reporters going past her.
That's true.
Okay, so Ina does an update with the Mistwald news. But yes, I'll if it lets me, I'll go to the gate before I go to Mistwald, because they apparently have new things to say, but, the forest is to our right as we head. Down here, there's the turn-off. But if we go past the bridge for a second, we'll end up here. Recently, reports seeing a number of suspicious figures near the forest of Mistwald. Make sure to be cautious as you walk along the highway. Well, about that, it appears we're all bracers. Did something happen around here? Wow, just because we're bracers, it means that we're the harbingers of trouble. Okay. The forest of Mistwall is a little further to the north than here. There's a small path leading to it, which branches off to the east of the highway. Make sure to keep your eyes peeled so you don't miss it. That's your little hint if you're new to this and you missed it, to go back.
Get out of here.
Rolent is a region with few incidents to begin with, but that doesn't guarantee that there won't be problems in the future. No matter which garrison, for whatever region, we cannot allow ourselves to let down our guard. Well, you're the literal guard, so don't let us down. Time to put in another hard day's work. It's during peaceful times such as these when we need to prepare for any number of situations. I thought those words sounded good, so I borrowed that phrase off of the chief.
Well, at least you're honest.
Yeah. Welcome, valued customers. Sam's been pretty bored with the recent lack of customers, so we're a sight for sore eyes. That said, we're leaving. Read this one.
The soldiers here... Yeah, I think this one was me. All the soldiers here are kind, and even if my cooking sometimes sends them to the hospital, they always tell me that it's delicious. In some ways, I'm glad, but I'd like to hear their honest opinion, too.
I think the fact that they're in hospital should probably give you enough of a hint.
That should probably be your indicator, you know?
I haven't even seen a hospital around here.
Yeah, how has medical advancement worked in Orbment times?
Private Selborn, about time for his shift replacement, which is funny because he is always here. The cool air inside feels so good after spending a day outside standing guard. So he's gonna go have a drink. Good. I mean, when you're off duty, but yeah. And fly around the corner and up to the roof. Find the dweller on the roof, Private Thomas. Nothing out of the ordinary has happened today. Just you wait! Even though it's been 10 years since the war ended, when you think about it, you cannot let down your guard. Well, good. I'm glad that is what the garrison soldier is thinking. What happens if we try to leave here with... Yeah, Shara says it. I think it's the person in the front of your party. Anyway, we're about where we would wrap up a video, so not to like finish us on NPC side dalliances, but that's what I'm doing. I will bring us to the entrance of Mistwall, and then next time we will head inside and see if we can track down the mysterious Josette. Fare thee well, everybody.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Fare thee well, everybody.
See you later.